Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the final episode. Yes, it is the final episode of revisiting my old BBCv2 buildings. Of course, Benno Building Creator 2, if you do not know the abbreviation. This is the final episode. It was originally only meant to be 5 episodes long, but then I thought I'd include this building as well. You've seen this one before, but we will revisit it, because this series is called Revisiting. So that makes sense, the logic tracks. So here we are in the multi-storey car park with two very different condition sections, a more run-down section and a more modern, new, fresh-looking section. We're starting in the run-down section and we're starting with these lifts. And the reason I wanted to come here, of course, is because these lifts kind of formed an initial attempt at things that would be properly created at a later date. So if we hop in here, good thing is none of them are making any sound right now, and do you recognize them, is the question. Do you recognize these lifts? Here's one of them, but this one first. Actually, it's got random activity going on, the buttons are on that side, so we'll let it take care of that. These are, let that one go, my first attempt at the Europa 2000s, or at least it was sort of based on the attempt of the Europa 2000s from Calendar Square. It's not actually them, but it's heavily based on them. And this was the very first attempt. And of course, there have been much better subsequent attempts. But everything's got to start somewhere. Okay, we're just going to have random activity no matter what. Everything's got to start somewhere, and this was also the last hand-coded building made before moving to... No, I messed that up. Sorry about that. This was the last non-hand-coded building made before moving to hand-coded buildings, starting with that Premiere Inn. So there you go. Now I can actually put together a sentence that somewhat makes sense. We'll go up to 4 on this lift. As you can see, it's laid out exactly like you would expect, except it's got a few little added features like these lights, and of course the retexturing with the lovely text-to-texture glitch as you would expect. Let's go 2. Try and get it up. Try and send it up as well. It's on its way down. This isn't actually the first generation of this motor sound either. That has actually been updated at one point, but it's also not the newest generation. So there you go. The question is it going to go up? Let's find out. Oh, it did. It's a bit slow. Alright, try and get the other one. It's a way down. Put that one down to 1 as well. We might be a while waiting for the other one. This button doesn't work very well. But yeah, this formed the basis for and then going on to create further and better versions. A quick look at this one, and then we'll go on to some of the other sets of lifts. Oh, it's getting all the way up in one go. I think I placed this slightly too close to that wall, I'm not sure. Of course, 7292 in this one, it should be 7291. Oh, but I didn't have a 7291 texture back then. Not that I do now, I just took the 9 from the 1 from the year and put it over there. Assuming the mouse pointer will be visible in the video. I can't remember. Probably will be. Maybe. And of course the left one's got the right one's door sound as well. You'll have to see it. Take this one down with its screechy brake. That light is out. Not that you'd know it in the cab. And the indicator's out. And that you do know. Alright, we'll let this one get on with life, and we'll go on to other lifts, because there's many more lifts here to see. Doors close. And now, using... Okay, we'll let it close again. Trying to get the texture and not mess up. Oh, and now there's random activity wanting it. This might well nudge. Does this have the... Oh, it does. This is going well. Try and get it to nudge now. Can't remember if it's got nudge on it or not. It might not. I was wrong. And on that note, it is time to go to the... You lot really don't want me leaving, do you? These lifts are trolling me. Alright, there it goes. And now... Whoa, you thought. And now, using the power of teleportation, in other words editing, we will magically go to the next set of lifts. So let's see what those are. You join me at the next set of lifts pretty much, just got to go through this door. Now there were 3 Europas here, however there's been a bit of a happening. Also accidentally left this cone up here, that's meant to be on the other floor. This one's still here, however these two got too far gone. And there had to be some changes. Actually this is ground, but this one is meant to be here. Anyway. We'll take a quick look at this Europa, although we're not going to bother riding it because it's literally just pretty much the left one over there, but with working lights. It's not even had the lights changed properly, so that's gone well. So we'll just ignore that and we'll go and ride these cones with KSS 140. I'll throw up a screenshot on screen while we wait. I did actually put up temporary walls for the modernization of it. I don't know why I did that, I just felt like it at the time. But that was a thing that I did during the process. I totally then didn't immediately hash them out in the code so I could actually see what I was doing. But anyway, we'll take this up. Got a loud fan going on. There's your serial number, 46238572, I guess. No arrows because Skyscrapersim is not quite that crazy that I could do that. But it goes clunk. Because both the lifts are the same, we'll send this one down and we'll get the other one. Because we can do that. That's a thing we can do. We can get the other lift. Take this one on a round trip maybe? Yeah, we'll see. Here we go. Take a look around here. More modern lift cab going on here. Certainly a lot cleaner looking than how the Europas have been left. Maybe need to get a better maintenance contract for this section of the car park to clean those up a bit. Because these still look pretty clean. 46238573. So unlike the Europas, these lifts pass the different serial number check. There you go. No, we both stopped at similar times there. Take this one to ground and then we'll go on to the other side. See if the other lift arrives at the same time. Nope. Not even close. And we can watch them both go. There goes that one. There goes that one. And so that is the lift in the more run-down section. There is of course a car lift, one per section, but they have not been modified in any way, so they're not worth it. So now we don't actually need to do a cut here because the next lifts are just over here. First lift to the new section, and we've got Schindler's. Schindler 3300s with FIGL. Let's call it. So here is this lift, and it has a feature. The destination thingy where it shows all the destinations selected. However, sadly I could not put in the last button selected flashing one. That is not possible as things stand. Yeah, maybe if I feel like it I'll request it, but I probably won't feel like it. Here's a Schindler. This set of buttons is 3D. The panel itself is not. Go figure. We will go... decent random activity, we'll do a full trip. Can't remember where the sound set for these came from. Buttons. Oh, it's default. I know where the button set. I know where the sound for the button beep came from. Came from a certain Schindler that I know pretty well. Alright, we will change on the top. Change on the top, take one round trip on the other one, and then we will swap to the final set. And while we try and figure out how to get in all three of them is when we'll discuss the building a little bit more. So here we go up to level 8. So move the mouse a little bit so it doesn't look like there's just a slideshow going on. See? It's actually moving, things are happening. 6, 5, 4, 3, leave it where it was before. We'll call up the other one. There it goes. And this one's on its way. I love that Schindler chime. I'll tell you this. That is probably my favourite Schindler chime. I would say. I would say it is anyway. Which is very nice. What more is there to say other than it is just a very nice chime? The distance. The distance between them. It's the same as the other one. Very quick cam view, but it is literally as much the same. I think this textures... can't remember where these textures came from. They're from a data pack I already had. But I guarantee you these buttons are my own. As well as their button beep. Actually, you check the real ones sometime. I think they use a different segment to that. Might be something to keep in mind. Here we are with this one back up at the top. That one's back to 3. This one's going to go back to 5 to idle. Those door sounds were also mine. You can probably tell what lift they came from, even. I can words. I can good words, yes. If you know what lift those came from, drop a comment. First person to get it right gets a gold star, I would say. That sounds like a good plan. The buttons, the button beeps, the door sounds, all came from the same lift. Who's going to get the gold star? Well, while you figure it out, here are the last set of lifts. A set of 3 newer style Schindlers. We've got this one here. Ah, we're starting the one with the basic announcements, I see. We are going to risk 0.
Door closing.
Even though these have got full random activity going on. But we'll just see how it goes. That does nothing, unfortunately. Again, flat panel. Also a bit big, I think, but happens. Same interior.
Floor 0. Floor 0.
Okay, the other one's going to get the calls.
Door opening.
I'm going to run away before any of them can catch this lift.
Door closing.
That's how you avoid the random activity. FIGS fixtures in this one, with a lovely Schindler logo, of course.
Floor 2. Floor 4.
Well, we're stopping at 4, the other random activity hotspot.
Door opening.
How many calls we
Lift
getting?
is
Just 6.
going up.
While we wait, does that look familiar to anyone?
Floor,
To an extent, it's not entirely proportioned right, but does it look familiar?
floor, door closing. Door opening.
I've done that every time I've found one of those. Should come as no surprise why.
Floor 6.
It's not because we're arriving at floor 6 in this lift.
Door opening. Lift is going
Although
up.
coincidentally, it's there too.
Door closing.
Right, the random activity plan went wrong,
Door
so we might speed up the process a little bit.
Floor 7.
Because I'm conscious I want to record a couple of other things today.
Door opening. Lift is going up. Door closing.
So there we go.
Floor 6. Floor 8.
Here we are at 8, so now we will send this down to these floors.
Lift is going down.
Probably going to get the middle lift, I would say.
Closing. Door closing. Door opening.
Oh, that was too early.
Lift is going down. Door closing. Door opening.
Oh, never mind. Well, it's going to
Lift
be a
is
thing anyway, I
going
guess.
down. Door closing.
This is probably my favourite of these lifts, purely for having those chimes.
Door closing.
The rest of it's the same. Press that already.
Floor 7. Door opening. Door opening.
Well, this is going to go well, isn't it? Brilliant. We've got the busiest lift in the business. Anyway, we'll just let this run. That'll go a bit more this view
Floor
for both buttons and indicator.
floor
The multi-view.
4. Lift
But anyway,
is
about this building,
Door
really, I suppose I should
opening.
probably talk about the building. The reason basically behind it, I think, I want to say half of the reason this thing was even
door
made
closing.
was to just create that first attempt at the Europas,
3.
and the rest of it just sort of
Floor
happened
3.
with it.
Lift is going
But
down. Door
Basically, I
opening.
think the idea. Basically, I think where it came from.
Closing.
And here we have this.
Door closing.
Like I say, I have shown this before, but given it was the final stepping stone before hand coding happened, I think it's only worth including it in this series. So as we approach 0, we hear
Floor
a chime,
0.
which means we're going to have trouble getting back to 8 again.
Door
So let's see how many
opening.
buttons are pressed. All of them.
Door closing.
Assist with some quick close.
Floor 0.
And continue up
Door opening.
to try and center this properly. There we go.
Floor 2.
Oh well.
Door opening.
Instant close. didn't work.
Door closing.
Did a previous attempt of recording this, which I ended up discarding because I wasn't happy with the commentary. And
Floor
it was a
4.
lot easier to do the round trips in these lifts
Door opening.
with random activity on.
Door
There you go.
closing.
I'll just use a bit of quick closing. Make this lift go to all the floors just for the trouble.
Floor 6.
No, I'll not do that. I'll do the same things again
Door
so we can hear the
opening.
chimes. Ha ha ha. All the buttons are already
Door
pressed.
Closing.
Can't make me stop any more times because it's the last 2 floors.
Floor 7. Door opening.
Okay.
Door
Alright.
closing.
We've made it back up to 8.
Floor 8.
The problem is I think the other lift is the random activity priority.
Door opening.
I might be wrong on that,
7.
but
Door closing.
oh no.
7.
That one just pressed going down. This one's on its way up. This might be a problem. Well, we get to do one cool thing with this. Who wants some wireframe mode? Here's some. You can have a look at them in wireframe mode. There's that one on 6 along with that one. And this one's on its way up. And it's going to arrive here for us, isn't it? Why not have some wireframe mode Schindlers? I used to do this a lot. 6, 4, 2, 0, 7 for good luck, and away you go. Let's try and get it. Where is it? It's on 3. We'll go out of wireframe mode when that lift arrives. That one right there. You can see the other floors. Can't really see any button presses because they're somewhat out of render. Don't know if that makes a difference in this building or not. Okay, it's on its way up at least. You can see over there, you can see the other lifts, you can see their panels. Europa, Kone, Kone. You can kind of see the other ones there. If they're not moving, you won't be able to really tell where they are. I can't tell where they are. Left lift went down again. Can we see any of the other ones moving? I think the one on 0 and the one on 1. But they're not doing much right now. All the random activity's been taken up by the Schindlers. This thing's already on its way back up. What is this? Oh, it stopped at 5. Okay. This one's on its way. This is the one we want. They're both going up now. That one stopped. This one got a 7 call. Oh hey! I didn't exactly warn that I was going out of wireframe mode. Oops, I'll have had a text warning. That's what I'll do. Little text warning saying wireframe mode ending in a certain amount of time. Don't know if I can do anything to smooth that out or not. Sorry about that. I forgot how much of a sudden bright light it was. Apologies to anyone who turned their screen brightness up to see the wireframe mode in action and got absolutely. I forget what the gift's called, but the thing that happens when bright screen sudden. That's words. When bright screen suddenly happens. I am good at saying things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed revisiting the lifts in this building. This is the final episode, I believe. I don't think there's anything else noteworthy to include. That is not just one from that random building creator that was up for a while. With Benno Building Creator 2. The random building creator is not really proper. It's just like, it's basically just press, I think it was just press button and then export building, pretty much. There's maybe a couple of settings you could customize, but that was it. So I don't really count those. I don't think they're worth it.
Floor 8.
But if there's anything else I've forgotten,
Floor 8.
then maybe there'll be another episode a long time from now when I suddenly realise, oops.
Door opening.
You know? Oops can happen. But we'll call up one lift to finish it off. And that'll do it for this video, because I've got other things to record. Specifically 2 OMSI videos for the bus channel. At least 2. Need to do at least 1. Want to do 2. Right, are either of these lifts... Is this one even doing anything? Hold on. No, the right hand one's got itself stuck. Hold on, I'll bring it back into service. I will do things. Alright, which one is that again? I never remember. That one's doing nothing, that one, this one. Right. I'm going to call this one up here because that'll bring it back into service. There we go. The manual press. The manual call. But I would like to thank you for sticking with this series. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments which building did you like the most. And yeah, just thank you for sticking with it. Here's this lift. So we'll watch it open and close, and then that will do it for this series probably. I'll just send this to a few floors so it still works. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little series, looking back at old buildings. And that'll be it for this video. No idea when the next Skyscrapersim video might be. This was the one idea I had. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.